Hello. Yes, Lady Gaga t-shirt. I bet you weren't expecting that. How about that? I apologize for the terrible audio quality, but the microphone on this laptop is absolutely awful. So this is the top 10 of my favorite games, and this is a response to my friend Liam's video who did the exact same thing. And I thought I'd make this because the majority of his games were bloody awful. Like Eyesight Play 3, that Carnival Wii game, and horrible, terrible Connect Adventures game. So I thought I'd make a good list for a change. No offense to you, Liam, but your games suck ass. Okay, so number 10. I've actually still got the price on this, which is kind of embarrassing. But this is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and it's the Game of the Year edition for PS3. This game's fantastic. It's a role-playing game, which is also in a first-person and third-person perspective, where you roam around a place called Cyrodiil, or actually no, it is Cyrodiil, yeah. And you can also enter Oblivion Gates to a place called Oblivion, where loads of demons and monsters roam. That's what I mean. And the exploration and the customization and the how you talk to people and approach people and everything, that's fantastic. I love the dialogue and what you say and everything sort of makes a few differences. And there's so many mini quests and everything, and you have to look around in all these little places, and you'll find quests and things in these tiny places. So you could spend years playing that game, and it's fantastic. There you go. Number 9. I'm kind of cheating here, but this is Mega Games 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. It's got 3 games put on it, so it's more or less 3 games, but I don't care. It's got Revenge of Shinobi, which is, you know, if you've ever heard of that game, that's fantastic. It's just a ninja roaming around, killing people. There you go. Golden Axe, which is set in medieval times, and it's got the best death sound for an enemy ever, which essentially music's playing, you kill them, and then it stops and goes, ah! And the music keeps playing. It's fantastic. And then Streets of Rage, which is one of my personal all-time favorites, and you just can't beat it. The soundtrack is a club, huge sort of thing, and it's just fun. It's really addicting. I don't know how they did it, but it's fantastic, and a great collection of games. Number 8, it's Virtua Fighter 2 on the Sega Saturn. One of my all-time favorite fighting games, and it's just, I think the soundtrack combined with the graphics at the time, and it's just the whole 90s sort of nostalgia and semi-cheesiness that you find within it. It's fantastic. It's I don't know. I mean, the cover is a bit misleading. You've got an old guy and a French guy over there, so it doesn't really look appealing. But it's good. It's fans of Tekken won't really find it, you know, the best. It's not all button mash and everything. You've got to pay attention. Actually, have to have some sort of strategy and tactics at how you're going to fight the other person. But it's still one of those games you can play around with your friends, and it's great. Number, whatever, 6, 7, I don't know, whatever we are at that right now. Halo 3 for the Xbox 360. I'm sure all of you played this. It was, I think, it's probably the most addicting. Oh wait, no, the second most addicting Xbox 360 game I played. So many fun memories of playing this with my friends online. Not only the online multiplayer, which is beyond incredible. Halo 2 was, you know, arguably better, but still, it's just fantastic. But also the campaign, you can do that in co-op, and I have so many memories of playing the last level with my friends, where you're driving around and everything. But you know, the gameplay itself is great. They did a great job. Too bad that Halo 4 is being announced. I have a feeling that's going to suck. Next one, Sonic Adventure 2. Now this is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube, which is a port, and there's some things removed from it, which kind of removes the signature Dreamcast sort of charm that you find in the original Dreamcast games, such as Sonic Adventure 2. So, as a substitute, it's more or less the same game, but I do prefer the Dreamcast one. Oh god, I don't know what I can say about it. It's just everything involved. It's sort of like early 2000s sort of nostalgia you find in it. You've got like a sort of metally, funky soundtrack. You've got all these really immersive sort of varying missions between different characters. It's great. Next one, for the Super Nintendo, I've only got the cartridge, but for the Super Nintendo is Mega Man X. What can we say about that? Also, as well, the soundtrack, huge hair metal sort of thing. is fantastic. I don't know how many. You should count how many times I say fantastic in this video, including just then, because I can't think of any other adjectives to describe these games apart from fantastic. Because Mega Man X is just, oh, it's where I think it's where you can choose, like in the signature Mega Man style, where you choose the bosses you want to play, and then how like the power-ups you get with those impact how you fight the other bosses and everything. It's great. There's so many ways to play it, and the gameplay itself addictive just as much as the others. Now here is the one, the Xbox 360 game which has addicted me loads. Saints Row 2 for the Xbox 360. Oh god, I have about 250 hours onto that game right now, and it rivaled GTA 4 in the sense by like they were trying to bring back because with GTA 4 it was a far more serious style than how they had with San Andreas and stuff. With Saints Row 2 they were trying to bring back that sort of San Andreas style and make it completely over the top, and they succeeded like hell. The humor as well is something that I absolutely love. In a lot of games these days you'll see people trying to implement humor into games, and it'll be awkward as hell because it won't actually be funny. Like you'll have some character like hit his nuts on like a metal bar or something, and you're just left there like, that wasn't funny. But with Saints Row 2 it is so funny. It reminds me of Portal because it's got really dark humor, and it did a great job. The best Xbox 360 game in my opinion. Now number 3, Fable, the original Fable for the Xbox. I am a huge Fable freak. This game, I remember distinctively getting this game in Boxing Day 2004 from Argos, and I remember not wanting to go to the New Year's party that I was meant to go to that year at all because I was so immersed in this. It was the first RPG that I really got into and cared about and everything, and it was the first game which had the consequence system I played, where like you can be good and save the world and everyone loves you, or if you're evil then you can destroy the world per se, and everyone just really hates you and will stay away from you. You can get married, and you can go to the bar and get drunk, and you can get married and have sex. Oh, there's so many things in this that make me love it. And yeah, probably the best role-playing game I played. Sonic 3 is number 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. Wow, Sonic 3, it just almost compared to the first game, it sums up my childhood. The amount of stages and variation within the stages blows my mind because it's only half of what the designers actually wanted to make, because the whole Sonic 3 was meant to be Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. But what you get from this anyway is this like special stages and just all these secret things you find on different playthroughs and everything. And the gameplay is so much improved from the first and second games. Like, it wasn't very long after the first and second games as well. So I don't know how they managed to make such a vast improvement in such a small amount of time, but they did, and it was, here we go, here's another one, fantastic. And now, number 1, the all-time best game ever is Streets of Rage 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. Now, as I mentioned before, Streets of Rage is one of my favourite games of all time. Streets of Rage 2 is my all-time favourite game, the sequel. God! Yes, this sums up my childhood. So many countless fond memories playing this in the late 90s with my brother. Every day, day in, day out, over and over again. Because I love side-scrolling beat 'em up so much, like the Ninja Turtles games and Simpsons arcade games, stuff like that. That's fantastic. There's another one. But the stages on there are all fun. There's so many different places. Like you start off in a city, you can go on the bridge, punch people on motorbikes, and the combat is great. It's like you're really immersed in there. When you're punching someone in the fucking face, you do feel like you're punching someone in the motherfucking face. And it was made in '92, I think, and it holds up better today than a lot of modern games do today. There's so many things I can say about this game, but I don't have much time. The versus mode isn't that good, but who cares about that? The multiplayer is where it's at. The best Mega Drive game to play with your friend if you're just chilling out, because God, this is the most immersive game. You'll get lost in there. If you're a fan of retro games, if you're a new kind of gamer and you think you're a gamer, but you're not really a gamer because the only console you play is a fucking Xbox, then stop playing games because you're not welcome here. And Streets of Rage 2, yeah. amazing, the best game of all time in my opinion. And those are my top 10 games. I hope you enjoyed them. I wasn't very descriptive. I kept using the word fantastic over and over again, but that's the best I got. Anyway, a new Moronic Game Adventures is coming out soon. I haven't stopped on it. I've just been busy with college. I'm going to be doing one in the next week with either Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. Should be good fun. And I'll see you all then. But until then, bye. Lady Gaga t-shirt. Lady Gaga t-shirt.